Now we start this hour in Europe, where NATO chief Mark Rutte has said that Russia does not have a veto on whether Western powers can deploy troops to Ukraine as part of security guarantees if a truce is reached. Rutte's remarks come after Russia's foreign ministry rejected the idea of any military presence in Ukraine, calling it unacceptable. Maria Zakharova, spokeswoman for the Kremlin, specifically criticised European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen's comments about sending European troops to Ukraine. Rutte has emphasised that it would be Ukraine's decision to seek security forces for a peace agreement, asserting that no other nation could make that choice for them. Let's listen in to what the NATO chief had to say on the issue.
But why are we interested in what Russia thinks about troops in Ukraine? It's a sovereign country. It's not for them to decide. I'm really amazed. I'm not criticizing you, but I hear this question, of course, more often. So thank you for asking the question. But I'm really amazed. Russia has nothing to do with this.
Meanwhile, leaders from the coalition of the willing, including those from France and Britain, have gathered in Paris to finalise their contributions to Ukraine's security guarantees. According to reports, the plans are expected to include increased military training for Ukraine and the potential deployment of troops, although the specifics remain confidential. We're now joined by Dr. Satoru Nagao. He is a fellow at the Hudson Institute and he joins us live from Tokyo in Japan. Thank you very much, Dr. Nagao, for joining us here on the programme. First, let's start with the NATO Secretary General's statements saying that Ukraine is a sovereign nation and that Russia does not have any say over whether foreign boots are on the ground. Your thoughts on that statement, and if this rhetoric does continue, do you see the Ukrainian war coming to an end and Russia possibly agreeing to foreign troop deployment in Ukraine with a ceasement of hostilities?
View from this situation, what is Russia's intention is, firstly, they want to continue the war. If they cannot continue the war, after ceasefire, they want to restart the war. So because war means that they can get the chance to expand territories. So that's why the view from this situation, if the foreign troops permanently located in the eastern Ukraine and check the Russia's move, and if the Russia start to invade again, in this case, if they attack, they need to attack these foreign troops in Ukraine. It will be the war against NATO clearly, and in this case, Russia cannot win. That kind of situation Russia want to avoid. So that's why the view from the NATO, this is not ceasefire. This is just temporary taking the rest or something. So, but the war is continuing, even if they say that this is ceasefire. So it is very difficult to agree the view from this situation because one side want to continue, another side do not want to continue. So that this means if without agreement, both sides want to stop the war. Without this, the war will not stop.
Yes, and Dr. Nagao, obviously we have to talk about that meeting of all the European leaders today occurring in Paris. Confidential results about security guarantees, their promises to Kyiv. What do you think is going on behind those closed doors? Obviously, boots on the ground have proved controversial for some countries. However, some of the staunch supporters, like the French, like the British, have said that it is a real possibility. What do you think is going on behind those doors, Dr. Nagao?
For Europe, what is interest? Indeed, the important thing is, of course, how to maintain the Ukraine's territory or how to stop the Russia's invasion. That is matter. But indeed, real concern is not the Russia. Real concern is the United States, I think, because the U.S. want to relocate their resources to the Indo-Pacific instead of Europe. So that's why the U.S. is leaving from Europe. So view from the Europe want to make the United States to stay in Europe. So that's why how to maintain the United States involvement in Europe is matter, I think. And that is indeed originally when they established NATO, maintaining the U.S. presence is the purpose, one of the purpose to establish NATO. So that's why this is, they are remembering the original purpose of NATO. And now how to do that, they are talking, I think, because without the United States maintaining peace and deter Russia, both of these situations will not work. U.S., they need the United States.
Yes, Dr. Nagao, thank you very much. You are staying with us to discuss further updates from the European continent. Now, a tragic